Hola, Sharks. My name is Hector Saldivar, and I'm from Tiburon, California. Tiburon means shark. I'm seeking $500,000 in exchange of 5% of my company, Tia Lupita.
Oh, God.
Sharks, I'm gonna ask you for a favor. Raise your hand if you like to eat tacos. Come on, we all do. No tacos for you, Damon?
I hate tacos.
Raise your other hand if you like to eat clean, simple ingredients. Now, try to touch your ears with your elbows. Try it, it's impossible. Just like it's impossible for current Mexican brands to bring innovation and keep their authenticity using artificial ingredients, binders, and fillers. Growing up in Mexico, we don't inherit cars, jewelry, or money. What gets passed down to us are our family recipes. Enter Tia Lupita Foods, the better-for-you, Mexican-inspired food brand that uses clean, simple ingredients that starts with one of the world's most sustainable plants, the cactus. A low-glycemic superfood that we use in our line of grain-free tortilla chips and tortillas. They have all the crunch and texture that you're used to, but are packed with superfoods, making them a great source of fiber. And we have two types of tortillas, a grain-free and cactus made with upcycled okara and cassava, and a corn and cactus. Now, if you're wondering why they're green, it's because of all that dinero we're gonna make together. At Tia Lupita, we believe two things. Food is love, and eating good should be easier than trying to touch your ears with your elbows. So who's ready to make everyday Taco Tuesday in America with Tia Lupita?
Nicely done.
Yeah, ding ding. Yeah, all about the tacos. Well, I mean, with the amount of money that I'm hoping that you already have in sales, Hector, to be able to justify a $10 million valuation. Hopefully you'll be passing down more than just recipes, like, some watches or some, cars or something. I don't know. Something more than just the recipes. I mean, not the recipes aren't great. We have a few family recipes in my family, but I would say let's get that money. So anyway, hopefully they're about to say that they like the food. I think it's kind of neat to have something else that another option out there, and we have Taco Tuesday at our house quite regularly. Even though, while my son will eat tacos, no problem. My daughter, she does not so much. She'll eat everything but like the meat. I don't know if it's the texture or whatever it is. She's just not a big. I mean, she'll eat chicken, no problem, but when it comes to beef or anything like that, it's not really her thing. So anyway, we're going to feature one of your comments from the super community down below in the comments at the end of this video, as well as check out Hector's website and social media. So make sure you stick around for that.
So I have some tortillas. There's a bag here of cactus tortillas.
Hot. It's very, very hot.
And then there's habanero, chipotle, salsa verde, and hot sauce.
Yes.
Oh, it's hot.
You should have started with a little salsa verde and then go into the medium body hot sauce, which is what we call the OG, then chipotle, and then habanero.
This is one of the first iterations grain-free tortilla chips that taste good.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wonderful. It means a lot.
The tortillas are good, and it's only 45 calories for a whole tortilla.
Absolutely, yes. I'm originally from Monterrey, Mexico. I moved here 18 years ago. My mom, Lupita, would ship me care packages, like a regular mom does. Now, granted, a regular care package would be a sweater or some socks, maybe a little money. If you're lucky, my mom would send me hot sauce. It's a family recipe hot sauce that had been passed down to a single family member. So I started sharing that with friends and colleagues. And everybody started falling in love with my mom's hot sauce. Then they started planting the seed. I came to the realization that the current Mexican brands or Hispanic brands here in the United States were not doing anything to innovate. We would bring innovation, that we would try to change the perception that Mexican food is unhealthy. And that's when I decided that Tia Lupita would become more than just a hot sauce brand, it would become a platform brand.
Hector, how many years ago was that?
We started in 2019.
Tell us what your revenues are for the last 3 years.
So in 2020, we did $900,000.
Wow.
Okay.
2021, we did 1.5 million.
Yeah.
And this year, we're going to do 4 million.
Woo!
Wow. Are you profitable?
Last month was our first profitable month.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. We're
Yeah.
very proud.
That's awesome, right? And I was figuring who I was talking with here on the show, on the channel, talking with one of the Shark Tank entrepreneurs about, when you have a consumable brand or product, right? the valuation isn't always going to be. Now, I think Hector's probably going to get asked to take a bit of a haircut here. But the thing is once you have somebody that gets in with buying a certain brand, they just, they keep buying it. So you don't necessarily want to get it when it's already like at its peak, because the valuation is going to be astronomical, right? So, maybe instead of 10 million, he gets, 6.5%, 7%, something like that. I don't think Hector's going to go up to 10%. And I don't think he needs to. I'm really curious as to what he wants to use the money for, though, because $500,000 when you're already, going to do 4 million, or did 4 million in sales in a year. I mean, 500,000 is like a drop in the bucket. So what is he really looking for? And at 5%, what are the Sharks really going to offer for him?
Where are you selling?
We're in Sprouts nationally, 5 regions of Whole Foods, key regional accounts from Wegmans to Walmart. We have Target on site, Publix.
Do you have to pay to get listed there?
And actually, last year, we took a huge hit with slotting.
How big is that hit?
So in 2020, we lost around 700K.
Whoa!
In 2021, we lost 1.2.
Ooh, so how much have you invested or brought in?
We've raised 1.9.
Wow.
1.9 so far, and now we're doing a full seed.
What percentage of the company do you own?
I still own around 65%.
65.
And how much of your own money did you invest?
So around 700K.
Wow.
Wow. See, like, that just goes to show you that it is not cheap to be in those supermarkets, right? And I'm glad that they asked him that question, because I've known about slotting fees, for a long time, right? But to have a number to put behind it, in relation to revenue, God, like 700,000. He did 900,000 that year. 1.2 million. He did 1.5 million. He did 4 million. He invested 1.9 million. So, and that just goes to show you that the customers, are starting to like take off and buy. And look, when we buy chips here, we're buying 2, 3, 4 bags at a time, because we'll go through them. It goes quick, especially as they've put less in the bag. What was it? Not stagflation. I forget what there's a term for that, where it's like the price stays the same, but we're just putting a few less, ounces in the bag, and a few less ounces. I forget what the term is for that, but that is phenomenal that 3 years in, 4 years in, you're finally profitable, but you've had to get it was 1.9 invested. Didn't say how much he did in slotting fees, but did 4 million in revenue last year. So it's expensive, and you take that and you're like, oh, I want to do a frozen food product. It's tough. You got to get that money's got to come from somewhere, and it almost seems like not expulsion. Oh God, I can't think of the word, 'cause it's 11:15 at night at this point. Whatever that X word is. God, I feel dumb. Yeah. So that is it's right on the tip of my tongue too. That is ridiculous. And just makes you think, like, look at these big brands, right? The Tostitos and the Pepsis of the world, Coca-Colas of the world. They push so hard that like, in order for you to poke a hole in their system, you have to drop like over $500,000 just to like get even an opportunity to sell to people. That's how controlled. Like, people talk about big pharma and all these other like industries that control our daily lives. Like, this is one of those things that control our daily lives. It's crazy.
You're all in. Good for you.
We did a more line of credit against our mortgage and all
On
that.
your home?
Yeah, on our home.
Damn, Hector.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
at projected $4 million in sales, you're doing something right. But I just don't like. It's not that I dislike Mike. I just don't love it. I don't believe that I would have the passion to be able to help you with this, so I'm out.
Thank you so much, Damon. I appreciate it.
I think this is a long journey and a cash-rich journey. I don't think the 5% $500,000 is going to get you there. I'm out.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Yeah, Hector, I'm along the same lines. I think the tortillas were great, but you're in a business that's a grind. I just don't see the numbers working for me, so for that reason, I'm out.
We do have a path of profitability. We proved it last month.
Let's focus on that, Hector, because you never told me what it cost you to make the product.
Right.
So walk me through the cactus grain-free sea salt. Let's just go with this
Right.
one. What does it cost to make this?
Yeah, that bag cost us $1.50.
Yes?
And then we retail it between $3.99 and $4.99. It's competitive with other grain-free tortilla chips out there.
I have been looking for a product for Chef Wonderful that's grain-free, because that's my whole shtick these days. It's healthier eating, healthier living. And this is one of the best I've tasted. I got to tell you that. But these numbers are tough. They're very tough.
Hector, while he's thinking, I'm going to jump in. I think you've done a really great job. What concerns me, though, is you have a lot of debt. There's a lot going on financially that really worries me. So for me, it's not the right investment. I'm sorry. I'm out.
Thank you.
It definitely is rocky. It's not and you know, again, as they point out, 500,000 is not going to get, it's barely going to scratch the surface of what they need. And didn't really give again, I was looking for like what do they really need the money for, and we didn't get to see that. We didn't get to be told really what that was going to go towards. Just more slotting fees. Like, I mean, that's not really a great way to a great use of the money. I don't think. I almost feel like you're really just better off getting direct to consumer, and like, you know, for marketing budgets, like 700,000 can go a long way to get you a lot of direct to consumer product in hands.
Lori.
As usual, all roads lead back to Mr. Wonderful.
I've heard that so many times.
Unfortunately, so have we.
It's a tough deal. I think you asked too much, because Lori's right. You got a ton of debt on this thing, and you've mortgaged your house, which scares me.
If I can say one more thing, I just want to try to sell myself, because I haven't done up the opportunity. I've worked so hard for this last 4 years. They've been everything to me. It's honoring not only my culture, my heritage, my mom, right? Today, 1 month ago, my dad passed away. And I should have been there with my mom right now in his 1 month memorial. But I couldn't say no to this opportunity.
I'll give you the $500,000 in debt. It's going to be 36 months. I'm going to do interest at 12.5%, which is current.
Ouch.
Sorry, that's current. That's market, Barbara.
Still
Sorry.
ouch.
Yeah, and I want 10% of the company. I'm taking a huge risk here, Hector. Huge.
This is like a line of credit you're...
Yeah, I'll do it as a line of credit. You draw it down, but I want first money back first.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to subordinate? Are you able to subordinate the debt?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Okay.
The concern here is the double of the equity that I was
I
giving
understand
away.
that, Hector, but you're asking me to get behind this product with my whole team, back you. If I do this deal, I can't do another one like it. This is my deal in this space. So that's a decision I have to make. And frankly, I'm not getting out of bed for 5%, Hector. I'm sorry. You don't have to do this deal, but it's the only one I'm going to do.
I don't know, dude. That is raw. I mean, 12. I mean, look, I get market rate. That's, come on, man. Come on, the 500,000 isn't even gonna go. I mean, he's gonna draw on it to play slotting fees, and then give 10% up. This is my deal. Nah.
To do this deal, but it's the only one I'm going to do, Hector.
Bet you get a better deal elsewhere, Hector,
Yeah.
speaking on your behalf. That's a rich deal.
Well, you didn't make him an offer, Barbara.
I was honest about that right up front. I'm just
Barbara's
saying
right.
You wanted
it's
an offer on
expensive
Shark
deal.
Tank, you just
Barbara's
got
right.
one. You may not like it, but that's
You can
why they
counter.
call it the Shark Tank.
You can counter.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Mr. Wonderful, the 10% is the only thing that is.
I don't know if it's worth
rattling me.
anything yet. Do you know what it takes to sell a company in the snack area? You got to get to 50 million before any strategic's even interested.
What's that you're willing to give? You knew we weren't going to go
Hector,
for
here's
5.
what I'm also thinking. You're going to keep raising money. I'm going to get diluted. I mean, I've seen this movie before, my friend. If I start at 5%, I'll have less than 1% by the time you're finished getting to 50 million.
Would you do the same deal?
But you're getting it for. I mean, I don't want to say you're getting it for free, but you're doing it for 500,000, 12%, 12.5%, 36 months. So you're effectively doing it for free. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't just want to do a royalty deal, 10 cents a bag or something. 5 cents a bag. 5 cents a bag.
For 7.5%.
Oh man, look, I don't watch these before the fact, but I told you, so like 7% would probably be the most that Hector would be willing to go. That was before knowing that Hector did only own 60% of the company at this point, and he's gonna have to keep raising money, and that's tough. That's really tough. I don't know that giving up 10% for 500,000 line of credit on three years is gonna. No, I don't think so.
I see the value of you coming in, and you would bring so much, but I don't know if that's the right deal right now for me.
I'm different than any investor you have.
He's more arrogant.
I'm sorry. I know my value, Hector. You got to make a decision. I'm not flexible.
Is there any flexibility with the equity?
$500,000. I cry like a baby when I lose $500,000. I get on my knees and I
And it
break
happens a
down.
lot.
It never happens.
Well, it's a loan, so why don't you ask him for $750,000?
Is that a possibility?
No, Lori.
Can I?
Lori didn't
Then
even
why
make
don't
you
you
an
ask him for
offer.
$1 million?
You can ask for anything you want. The answer is no. Great deals, both sides feel pain. I'm feeling pain about $500,000 I'm putting at risk. You're feeling pain about the 10% that doesn't have any value yet.
Can I just say, so many people come into the comments like, they're all billionaires on the Shark Tank and blah blah blah. Like, hold up. They're first of all, they're not all billionaires. Okay, let's get that straight. 500,000 is a lot of money for anybody, even people that are 100 millionaires, because that is a significant chunk of money. But he's securing it at 12.5%. I don't think it's a great deal. I mean, Hector could say yes just for the TV show, and that would be one thing, but it's not a great deal, and I think it's really not a good. It's really a bad look on Kevin's part.
I mean, it's a loan. How's it a risk?
Yeah, it's a loan.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, he's going to go issue shares. That's diluting me down from 10%.
Well, why don't you make it non-dilutable?
I could do that, but that would.
We can work that in. We'll make that your shares non-dilutable, and you stay at
In
5%.
exchange for what?
I'll do the 500K in as a line of credit in exchange of 5%, and that 5% that you own will not get diluted.
Not bad.
So not dilutable, yeah.
That's fair. Take
Lock
the
in.
deal.
That's a good deal right there for you, Kevin.
Hector, you have a deal.
Yeah, Kevin!
Hey! Win in the tank. That is definitely a better win.
Negotiating with Kevin has been one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. He has all the leverage, all the experience. I mean, that's why he sits in the middle, and he's been here since the beginning. I can't wait to work with him. It's going to be an amazing journey with him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a better deal than what Kevin was looking to capitalize on for sure. Oh man, I didn't actually get the thing open, so I'm just gonna talk for a second here. I thought I did open it. Anyway, yeah. So this is I did have this open. What happened? Anyway, this is their website. Let's just scroll up to the top here. So we got people. We got the food, which is good to see. We got Shark Tank, which is good to see. We got what else? We got people enjoying the food. That's the kind of stuff I like seeing. People enjoying the product. You're telling the story, which is great to see as well. Love that. And then you can go to the store locator. Let's see. Is there? I mean, this only shows one place. That's okay. Not sure why that is. And your copyright 2021. Got to get that updated a little bit there. Let's go jump. Let's go jump over to the shop real quick here. So shop, you can get the salsa matcha. So they have a lot of products. I mean, I'm surprised none of the sharks talked about like spreading yourself a little thin with the amount of offerings that you have. And that's really the thing. It's like, it's such a big bet between the chips and the salsa and then the hot sauce or I guess hot sauce. Yeah, hot sauce is separate from. Well, I guess it's a type of salsa. Yeah. So it just is a lot. It's to have to take in, but you can we can order five different varieties of chips. That's man, that's a lot. $29 for the 5-pack. I guess the question is how big is the 5-pack? 4.6 stars, 9 reviews, which is great to see. But it doesn't tell you how big the packs are. Are we talking like little tiny like chip bags or like the family size? I feel like I always I guess okay, 5 ounces. That doesn't seem very big at all. So that's another SKU, I guess. Versus, are these all 5 ounces? Yeah, these are all 5 ounces. So maybe they're all. I guess that's the normal. And then you got the tortillas on top of that, which is another. There's just a lot of SKUs to have to work through as a company. Okay. So now we can go search for store. It's searching for a store. I guess, do you have to filter by? How about suggest a store? No. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna pop in my address there right now. So let's see, 2,700 followers over on Facebook, which is great to see. What is Hector thinking? Can I has money, please? Oh, that's funny. Why does it take you there? I want the. I knew I should have brought my mom. IDK, but he looks like. Well, I mean, maybe if that guy, that emoji, had a beard. Food's on Shark Tank. He's pouring some tequila, and yeah, I'll tell you, I actually did know that Tiburon meant shark because EA had a division. I don't know if they still do, making Madden games for a long time there. That was called Tiburon. Just useless knowledge. 198 followers, mostly useless knowledge. 198 followers over on Twitter. Quite a little bit of engagement here and there. Instagram, we got 17.6 thousand followers. Quite a bit of engagement on each of these posts, and it seems like pretty consistent engagement across the posts. It drops off a little bit there, but it's always interesting to see the engagement of different posts on companies, different companies' walls. So over on TikTok, we got 3,067 followers, 17,000 likes. Great to see. Quite a bit going over there on the TikTok. So, Hector, I'd love to have you come on the show. Just drop a comment down below. Like Nicholas, who said, Joe, the first time I watched your video, I only wanted to watch Shark Tank, and instead I had you commenting and blocking the screen. However, I'm now probably 100 videos in, and I have to say thank you. I realize the input you give makes the show more enjoyable. You talk to the audience and just give a civil dialogue. Really, Joe, awesome. Super, super job. Ding, ding. Now that Joe is ding, ding worthy, thanks again for giving your time, and I enjoy the videos. It's a great alternative from other videos, and for that, I gotta say, keep it going. Nicholas, I greatly appreciate this comment. It really, truly means the world to me to get to bring people in from all over the world, different perspectives, learning. I'm learning, you're learning. As much as I feel like I'm teaching, I'm also learning, because I don't know anything about the salsa industry, but I do know about business and numbers and operations, and that's what and teams and offer. So I really love bringing all these things together and getting to have this dialogue and having a way to just talk, not just talk about Shark Tank. It's really not about Shark Tank. It's about business education and just people, right? And people being a part of the super community. It just means the world to me. So thank you so much, Nicholas, for the kind words and giving your time as much as I'm giving my time. It does mean everything to me. So I'll see you in one of these 2 videos over here. Speaking of watching more more videos, take care and go be super. Have a great weekend, everybody.